don't think I really like my background. It's kind of blank. Before I start rambling on today, I'd like to show you a picture that I took. I took this picture of the supermoon that happened not too long ago. Right here. One of the questions I get asked the most is, where am I from? And you know, any other person would probably be able to answer this easily because they're from where they were born. But me, it's not really that simple. I was born in Nevada. 3 months after that, I moved to Indonesia. You know, like the group of islands right above Australia. This is how I grew up there. So I kind of had a sheltered childhood, but not necessarily sheltered in a bad way. I lived on an island, so you know I couldn't really get like kidnapped. And actually, now that I think about it, that's probably more dangerous than getting kidnapped here. I used to go fishing in the streams, in the jungles between my house and my friend's house. I'd catch crayfish, and that was very interesting. Lot of memories I'll have to tell you guys about. Because I lived in Indonesia, I used to go visit a lot of other countries like Singapore, Australia. I went to Japan and China, but I don't necessarily remember it as good as I should have. Right when Lord of the Rings came out, I don't remember if it was the first or second one. Bad memory, I'm sorry. We actually went to New Zealand, and that was definitely a cool experience because Lord of the Rings takes place in New Zealand. Back onto the main story. When I was 7 years old, we moved back to America. Over in Colorado, you know, it's shaped like this. You can't mess up this shit. I spent a good amount of time in America before, so it's not like this is a culture shock kind of stuff, you know? I remember one of the hardships was losing our Xbox 360 between shipments. That was, I'll probably be traumatized forever. Not a lot of kids my age have been out of the state. You know, it was cool being the only kid probably in my school that's gone out of the country. I remember in 3rd grade, my teacher, I felt, hated me, but not as much as my 4th grade teacher. My 4th grade teacher definitely hated me. You know, along with me being a little baby, it didn't really help when my 4th grade teacher was mean to me. More than the usual 4th grader, I cried a lot in class. I went to a different school in 5th grade than I did when I was in 3rd grade, and then 5th grade was great. Probably like best memories I've had. And the next year, I didn't really like that teacher or the kids in my class. So then I transferred to a private school, which was great. Because I got to go to school with my oldest brother, which was fun because everyone loved him. That's when I got like super bad acne too in 6th grade. My face kind of looked like Deadpool. I'm not kidding. I wish I was, but it was awful because you know other kids my age, they didn't have acne as bad as me. That's around the time that we found out we were going to move to Africa. Halfway in my 7th grade year, we still lived in Colorado, but we were kind of getting ready to move to Africa at that point. So I went to like a homeschooling kind of school where I only had to go Fridays, which was it was good. I mean, Friday is the best school day of the week. So beginning of 2013, we moved to Africa, which I was excited for. Because I moved schools so much, I kind of didn't have that strong tie to all my friends. So, you know, moving to Africa was a lot easier than it probably would be for a lot of other people. We got to fly first class, which was pretty cool. For the first couple of months, we lived in a small village, kind of in the middle of the country we lived in. Side note, they did have internet in Africa. It wasn't great. Actually, it was awful. Painfully awful. There was one store there for everything. That's where you get your food, your matches to light stuff on fire, you know. I had trouble there. My acne was still awful. So not only did people see me as like, whoa, white kid. It was like, whoa, this white kid is dying. He needs help. His face is... I turned 13 there. That was pretty fun, actually. Spent it at the pool, got really tan. I know I look pasty now, but I can get tan. A couple months after we finally got moved to the main city of the country, we actually moved to a really nice apartment there. It had a great swimming pool, a lot nicer than you'd expect to be in Africa. Another one of the first people I met in the small town, who was kind of mean to me, made fun of my acne. Who didn't, honestly? And we ended up going to the same international school. If you don't know what an international school is, it's kind of like a school in a foreign country where all the expats go. So people from like Korea were there, Australia, Indonesia, you name it. It was a really diverse school. It was really fun though. After 8th grade, I went back to homeschooling just because it was a lot easier with traveling and stuff. I got to travel to a lot of cool places, by the way, like Paris and Spain. It was way easier doing homeschooling because I didn't have to worry about being behind in school. We had an apartment in Colorado that we stayed at for Christmas, and that was really nice. That really made me miss America, made me miss the internet especially. It also made me realize how thankful I am because in Africa we didn't have fast food, we didn't have McDonald's. The only fast food in Africa was KFC. For the summer when we went to Arizona, we bought a house there. That was a really great summer actually. I really didn't want to go back to Africa just because it was kind of stressful. Another place we went to was South Africa. And the fun thing about South Africa, I didn't have to go through a bunch of tests to get this one antibiotic. I just went into this clinic and the doctor just was like, here, go buy this antibiotic at the store. That's when my acne started going away, almost. Back to Arizona, I really missed America, so I convinced my family to let me stay in Arizona with my cousin for my sophomore year. It was awesome. I lived with my cousin. I went to school with my cousin's daughter, which was the same age as me. It was really fun. I got to hang out with my friends. Felt really independent. It makes you feel responsible. That's also when I started getting into making videos. I bought my camera when I went to South Africa. I really regret not taking a lot of pictures because I'll think back to those memories and be like, wow, I miss it. But now I'm starting to be a lot more creative and productive and making more videos and recording and taking pictures and all that fun stuff. At the end of my sophomore year, that is when I moved to Michigan. We had to drive from Colorado to Michigan, which is an awful long drive, by the way. My second semester of sophomore year was pretty interesting. I met a lot of cool people. I wasn't really a sporty kid, but I got involved in track and that was really fun. During the summer, what did I do this summer? Now I'm here. So to recap, born in Nevada, moved to Indonesia, then moved to Colorado, then moved to Africa, then moved to Arizona, and now I'm in Michigan. It's been a really long journey for me. That's why when someone asks me where I'm from, it's really complicated to answer. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed this talk. If you like me or my videos, be sure to subscribe so I can leech off of your views and make money. Just subscribe right there, or probably like right there, or like right there, or there, or there, wherever YouTube decides to put it next update. See you next time, hopefully.